going to start bringing the sensor wires down and tying them to the pipe. A couple of things to keep in mind though while you do this. Make sure that you leave a service loop of wire on this meter and the pH meter, the EC meter. That way if you ever need to pull the sensor back out of the pipe, it'll be easy to do so because you'll have plenty of slack in this wire to be able to maneuver the sensor around. So I'm going to run this wire over to this Unistrut mount and then track along the Unistrut. For the cleanest possible install, we want to kind of hide the wires behind the pipe and in places where it's not really seen very much. So I think right along there will work well, because the ultimate goal is to run it down along this pipe and down to the Unistrut along with the H. Anderson pumpers. Same as with the flow meter, we're going to leave a service loop so that the sensor can be serviced and you don't have a super tight wire that is difficult to work with. It's important that you put wire labels on your wires when you're running them so you know which one is which once you get them into the controller. Right now I'm going to label the EC signal wire, and we'll put a more official label on the wires once I actually get them in the panel and do the final termination. For now, I'm just marking them with a Sharpie. So this is our EC wire, and this one here is our pH wire. Next, we're going to run all the H. Anderson signal wires along the mount here. I'm going to zip tie it to the mount and then up through the conduit just like I did with the signal wires here. That way it's a nice clean run. You can barely see the wires for the system. Okay, I've finished running all of our wires down through the manifold and along the Unistrut here. As you can see, I've used cable ties at various junction points to make the install look really clean and hide the wires as much as possible. Anywhere I can, I've ran the wires behind the pipe so they're not visible, and places where it just wasn't very possible, I've ran it in a clean straight line along with the Unistrut so that it's visually appealing as possible. And then right here, it drops down into the Unistrut, and all of the H. Anderson signal wires are also zip tied along their mounting frame and into the Unistrut as well. Everything for the system comes out on this side here, which will start running into the Connect controller very shortly.